Welcome to Maths is Easy. Hello friends, as there is always a need of help in calculating or solving mathematics questions, I am here for the same. Today in this video I am going to solve chapter Cubes and Cube Roots exercise 4.1 question number 6 to 10, publication house Goel Brothers Prakashan, class 8. In my previous video of cubes and cube roots I have been solved question number 1 to 5 of exercise 4.1, and as per the viewers demand I am solving the cube and cube roots chapter in between the factorization of algebraic expressions. So this is to tell you that once I am finishing with the cubes and cube roots, as it is a little chapter and I'll be uh, managing in solving cube and cube roots in 3 or 4 more videos, I'll be resuming to the factorization of algebraic expressions. So in this video, let's check it out how to solve question number 6 to 10. So if you guys having any doubts in any of the solution of any of the videos, like I have solved rational numbers, exponents, square and square roots, factorization and algebraic expression, factorization of algebraic expressions, you can directly ask me your doubts by commenting into the comment box. So not to waste further time, let's check it out how to solve question number 6. So the question number 6, find the smallest number by which 2304 should be multiplied so that the product is a perfect cube. So for finding out that, we have to take the prime factorization of 2304, which is having 2. So it will go by 1152, then again 2, it will go by 576, then it will go by 2 again, 288, then 144, then 72, then 36, then 18, then 2 nines are 18, 3 threes are 9, and 3 ones are 3. So this is the prime factorization of 2304. So as we have seen that 2304 having the factors 3 times 2, because this is a chapter of cube roots, we have to take 3 times for every prime factorization. So 3 times 2 and 3 times 3, and here only 2 times 2, 1 2 is needed, and here only 2 times 3, 1 3 is also needed. So here we need 1 2 and 1 3 for having 3 times of everything. So 2 into 3 equal to 6. So what we will write? We will write we should multiply 2304 with 6. Why 6? Because here we need 2, 1 more 2 and 1 more 3. 2 into 3 would be equal to 6. With 6, we should multiply 2304 with 6 so as to get perfect cube. Now let's check it out how to solve it. 2304 will be multiplied by 6. We will be having 13,824. So it is a perfect cube because cube of 13,824 is 24 itself. I hope the whole question is clear. Question number 6 of exercise 4.1, having the full glance. Now come to the question number 7. So the question number 7 is What is the smallest natural number by which 87,888 should be divided so that the quotient is a perfect cube? So same procedure we will follow here, but the difference is of, in this question we have multiplied the number by 6, and in this question we have to reduce the number by dividing it. So first of all, the first step is prime factorization only, or you can say taking the LCM. It will go by 4, 43940, again 2, 21970, again 2, 10985. It will go by 5 now, 2197, and it will go by 13, 169, 13 13s are 169, and it will go by 13 only. So we can say the prime factorization of 87,888 is 3 times 2, 3 times 13, and 5 is alone here. So 3 times 2, 3 times 13, and 5 is single here. So if we were asked to multiply, so we have to multiply the number with 25, but here we have been asked for dividing a number, so we will write 87,880 should be divided by 5 so that the quotient is a perfect cube. So here we have to divide 87,888 with 5 because we have 5 extra here. Hope the question is clear. On having any type of doubt, you can directly ask me by commenting under the comment box. Now come to the question number 8. So the question number 8 is, what is the smallest number by which 12,288 should be divided so that the quotient is a perfect cube? Also find the number whose cube is the quotient. So for first step we have to have the prime factorization, or we can say we have to have the LCM of 12,288. So it will go by 2 only. So 6, 1, 4, 4, then 2, 2 3 is 6, 0 is 7, and 4. Then it will go by 1, 5, 3, 6. Again it will go by 768. It will go by 2 only, 384. Then 2 again, 192. Then 2 again, 96. Then 2 again, 48. Then it will go by 2 again, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2 2s are 4, 2 6s are 12, and 2 3s are 6, and 3 1s are 3. So we can say that 3 times 2, 3 times 2, 3 times 2, 3 times 2, and 1 time 3. So the prime factorization of 12,888 would be 4 times cube of 2, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, and 3 is single here. So what we can say, that by 3 we should divide it 12,888 so that the quotient will be a perfect cube. So quotient should be, quotient क्या बनेगा, quotient should be, quotient would be, we have to divide 12,888 divided by 3, so we will get 4096. So 4096 is the number which is a perfect cube. Now let's check it out, is it a perfect cube or not. 4096, let's have the prime factorization. 2048 1024, then 512, then 256, then 128, then 64, then 32, then 16, then 2 8 the 16, then 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, and 2 1s are 2. So 4096, let's have the factors of it. So it is having 4096 as 4 times triplet of 3, triplet of 2. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16. So 16 is the number whose cube is the quotient. Quotient is 4096. This is our answer. Hope all the whole question is clear. It's little bit a bigger question, but have a full glance. First of all, we will take the factors and we will divide it by 3, and as soon as we divide it by 3 we get 4096. Then again we will take the factors of 4096 and come to the conclusion that 6 is the cube root of 4096. Hope the question is clear. Now come to the question number 9 and 10 of exercise 4.1. So question number 9 says, which of the following are perfect cubes? We have been given 6 options. Options are 10 raised to the power 6, second 10 raised to the power 12, third 10 raised to the power 25, fourth 10 raised to the power 32, fifth 10 raised to the power 9, and sixth 10 raised to the power 15. So here we have been asked which would be the perfect cube. So for finding out which would be the perfect cube, the power should be divided by 3. So 6 is divided by 3, so it is a perfect cube. It's a 10 raised to the power 6, a perfect cube. It is divided by also 3, it is a perfect cube. It is not divided by 3, not a perfect cube. Divided by, not divided by 3. So 32 is not divided by 3, not a perfect cube. 9 is divided by 3, it is a perfect cube. 15 is divided by 3, it is a perfect cube. So it is a easy task. If the degree is getting divided by 3, it would be a perfect cube. If the degree is not getting divided by 3, it would not be a perfect cube. Hope the question is clear. Now come to the last question of exercise 4.1. Let's check it out how to solve it. In the last question of exercise 4.1, we have been asked find two numbers x and y so that the x square equal to y cube. So here x square means what would be the number we will be having as x. If we square it, that would be equal to the number we would be having as y. It would be equal to taking cube or multiplying itself by 3 times. So that number x would be 8 and y would be 4. So that if we take x square, or you can say 8 square, that would be equal to y cube, means 4 cube. Let's check it out whether it is x square equal to y cube. 8 square into 4 into 4 into 4, that would be 64, and 4 for the 16, 16 for the 64. Therefore LHS equal to RHS. So we can say x equal to 8 and y equal to 4 are the numbers so that x square equal to y cube. This is our answer. Hope all the questions are very much clear. If still having any doubt, you can ask me by commenting in the comment box. So in my next videos I will be solving exercise 4.2 of same publication house, that is Royal Brothers, class 8. So if you guys like my videos or if it is somewhere helpful to you, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and press the bell icon so that on uploading each of the video notification will be reached to you, and share the videos as much as possible so that everyone can take the advantage of solutions. Thank you so much.